Football, a sport that often brings joy and adrenaline to our lives, has a hidden side. In this video, we'll delve into the stories of 10 football players who face the challenges of alcoholism. First up, we have George Best, one of the greatest players in the history of football, who struggled with alcoholism his whole life. The Belfast-born Northern Ireland legend, whose talents and looks earned him the nickname the Fifth Beatle, made his United debut at 17 years old in 1963. Best played for Manchester United that won the European Cup in 1968, and he was named the best footballer in Europe. During his time at United, Best played 466 games, scoring 176 goals, but his career quickly went downhill when his party lifestyle took over. When he was only 28, Manchester United fired him because he drank too much and kept missing training. The rest is history, but to most of us, he'll always be remembered as a legend in football history. Second on the list is Paul Gascoigne. The former England star spent all of his 20 million euros because of problems with alcohol. Do you remember a picture of a young boy crying when he got a yellow card against West Germany in the 1990 Italy World Cup? Well, that was Paul Gascoigne. He was meant to be a superstar for England, but unfortunately, his battles with alcohol and mental health issues overshadowed his achievements. In 2014, he was rushed to the hospital in the early morning after a big drinking session. A few months before that, he was sent to the hospital after someone found him passed out outside his apartment holding a bottle of gin. Paul is doing better these days, appearing on reality TV shows in the UK. We wish you all the best, Paul. Up next is another Paul. A former English midfielder faced the dual demons of alcohol and gambling. In recent years, Merson has opened up to his fans about his struggles in the past 20 years. Former England footballer Paul Merson said that he never missed a day of training despite struggling with alcohol addiction during his playing career. He revealed on the Harry's Heroes documentary in 2020 that he had as many as 35 pints a week. We're so glad that Merson is now an advocate in raising awareness and championing recovery for addiction. Number 4 on the list is Tony Adams, the former Arsenal and England captain, who showed great courage by openly discussing his struggles with alcohol. The Premier League star has struggled massively despite a stellar career. He's fully recovered now, but what's his story? Adams' struggle started when he was just 17. When he got drunk every day and used alcohol to suppress his feelings during a spell on the sidelines with an injury in his early Arsenal career. The nightmare didn't stop there. In 1990, Adams spent 57 days in prison for crashing into a wall and was 4 times the legal limit. His sobriety journey started after the Euros in 1996, and he set up the Sporting Chance Clinic 4 years later to offer players mental and emotional support, turning his own battle into a source of inspiration. We're halfway through our list. Next is the Romanian forward Adrian Mutu. His career was marred by his drug use and alcohol-related issues that ended his career earlier than expected. Mutu has some notable achievements from his playing career. He's a 4-time winner of the Romanian Footballer of the Year award. Unfortunately, personal problems have troubled him throughout his career, which has hampered his progress in the world of football. In 2005, he failed a drug test which resulted in a 7-month ban and a £20,000 fine. So where is Adrian today? The ex-Chelsea forward has left his controversial past behind to settle down with a job in football and a seriously gorgeous wife. Kenny Sampson. The former defender for Arsenal, Crystal Palace, and the England national team experienced a dramatic downfall from his football career to homelessness due to alcohol addiction. Since retiring from football, Sampson faced ongoing struggles with alcohol and gambling, as well as battling depression. However, in April 2020, a life-changing event occurred. Sampson was attacked in a vulnerable state, resulting in his hospitalization and a coma. The doctors later diagnosed him with Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, a brain disorder similar to dementia. His family was told it was very unlikely he would ever leave the hospital. Despite these odds, Samson displayed incredible resilience, initially only able to communicate through his eyes. This Arsenal icon learned how to eat, talk, and walk all over again. It truly is a miraculous journey of recovery. Number 7 is Keith Treacy. Treacy was a genius. His direct running as soon as he arrived at Blackburn impressed the manager. Treacy was just a teenager when he made his Premier League debut in 2008 for Everton. But his professional career in England was over by the age of 26, a career cut short by addiction. Treacy didn't like the taste of alcohol. He drank so he could black out and forget about the pain. His rock bottom was when he woke up one morning feeling so ill, but still wanted to go back to the pub. But 7 years on, Treacy has begun to rebuild his career, contemplating a return to football back home in Ireland. We wish you the best, Keith. Let the countdown begin.
3, 2, 1.
Up next is Manchester United's all-time leading scorer and the only player to have scored 250 goals for the Reds, Wayne Rooney. While Rooney was one of the greatest players of his generation, he revealed in his latest podcast that he drank until he passed out when dealing with difficulties during his football career as a former England captain. Rooney admitted that his release for dealing with problems on and off the pitch was alcohol. But the proud legend received help from his family and friends after he realized that they were there to help him get through the difficult times instead of relying on alcohol. Today, Rooney is living a healthy life as the manager of Birmingham City. Charles, 47, has been sober for 12 years, but it's been a long road to recovery. A talented athletic fullback for Nottingham Forest and also England Derby County, Aston Villa, and West Ham. Charles believes he only reached 50% of his potential in football because of alcohol and injuries. His fall from grace was public and rapid. After his career ended in the mid-2010s, he faced imprisonment on 2 occasions, one for a drunk driving incident and another for threatening a nightclub bouncer. He was given a suspended sentence for assaulting a woman in a taxi, and this was the turning point for Charles. He is now running a counseling business helping people from sport who are struggling with addiction problems. Lastly, we must mention one of the greatest footballers of all time, Diego Maradona. His extraordinary skills, famously demonstrated by the hand of God and his solo goal against England in the 1986 World Cup, solidified his legendary status. However, the same passion that fueled Maradona on the field also led him down troubled paths in his personal life. His battles with alcohol and drug addiction became public spectacles, often overshadowing his football genius. These addictions, combined with health issues, created a life with highs but also marked by tragic lows. Maradona's life story serves as a reminder of the dual nature of fame. The tale of Maradona is a testament to the humanity behind the legend, a story of a flawed yet brilliant individual. These 10 footballers and their struggles with alcoholism remind us that addiction can touch anyone, regardless of their fame or talent. By sharing their stories, we hope to raise awareness and inspire empathy for those battling similar demons. As always, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and watch the next video.